Good morning one and all. Myself Bhavani from Civil Department. Today I am going to explain you about types of earthquakes. In the last class we have learned about what is meant by earthquake and how they are going to occur. In this one, we are having so many classification of earthquakes here based on causes or based on magnitude and also based on this depth also. In this one, mainly coming to the first one, that is based on the causes. In this one, based on the causes, these four types are very important when compared with this depth and also magnitude. First one, coming to the first one, that is based on causes. That is, in this one we are having four types: tectonic earthquakes, volcanic earthquakes, and collapse earthquakes, and last one is induced earthquakes. Next one, that is based on depth. In this one we are having first one, that is shallow focus and intermediate focus, and last one will be the deep focus earthquake. In this magnitude classification, based on the magnitude, we are having 7 types, that are micro earthquake, minor earthquake, light, moderate, strong, and also major, and also last one will be great earthquake. These are all the classifications based upon the causes, magnitude, and also depth. Coming to the first classification, that is based on causes. In that one, first one will be tectonic earthquakes. Mainly what is meant by these tectonic earthquakes means mostly means everywhere earthquakes means some earthquake zones will be there. There mostly most of the content these type of earthquakes are going to occur. Why? Because when there will be movement in the tectonic plates only, these type of earthquakes are going to occur. And here we all know that earthquake is divided into some means lithosphere, stratosphere, and asthenosphere. These are all the types. And in this one, mainly this one is earth lithosphere is mainly divided into several large or small plates. That plates are called as the tectonic plates. Why? Because these these plates that will float on the semi-fluid asthenosphere beneath, means where we can see this asthenosphere means just below of the lithosphere. Means in this one there will be means internally this earth will be having the somewhat semi-fluid content on that one, and these type of plates will be float on this semi-fluid asthenosphere, this one. And next, what it will be means what it will maintain, or why this earthquake is going to occur means mainly there will be interaction between the plates, and when any stress is developed on these plates, on this tectonic plates, means earthquake is going to be occurred. At that time, tectonic plates, what they will means, they will rub off each other. They will move and they will rub off each other. Like that, here again we are having the 3 types here. In this tectonic earthquakes also we are having 3 types. And in this one, first one is subduction, next one is transform fault, and last one is rift valley earthquake. In this one, how it will look like means how these tectonic earthquake is going to be occur means, see here, this one is the asthenosphere, means that will be just below the lithosphere, means these are all the earth surface, means stratosphere, lithosphere, asthenosphere, these are all the surfaces of the earth here. In this one you can see this one is the plates. And overall, when any rock that will be stressed on it means automatically that will rub off each other. At that time only earthquake is going to be occur, means tectonic earthquake is going to occur. Here you can see in this picture, displaced rock will be there, and again here zone of shearing will be there. Means when these two, that is displaced rock and also zone of shearing is going to rub off each other, means here you can see, here earthquake is going to be occurred when where this rubbing action takes place. That is called as the tectonic earthquake. Next one is the in the tectonic only we are having sub classification. That is first one, subduction zone. What is meant by this subduction zone means that will be this type of earthquake is going to be occurred at the convergent plate boundaries. Means when there will be one tectonic plate will be above and that will be forced beneath the another one. That is called as the subduction. Means that will be beneath another into the mantle area. Means in that mantle area when this only one tectonic plate is forced beneath that one. Means like this. Here one tectonic plate will be there. Beneath this one only another tectonic plate they have to force each other. Means beneath each other. That is called as the subduction zone. Means what is the main characteristics of this subduction zone means depth. Automatically this earthquake, how much it takes the depth means up to 700 kilometers it is going to take the overall. Means maybe it may be shallow to very deep also, but its depth will be only up to 700 kilometers. And next one is magnitude. And when this type of earthquake is occur means what will be the magnitude that is going to be occur at that time means it will be exceeding 8.0. Means that is called as the mega thrust earthquakes. Means very huge earthquake is going to be occur when this subduction zone, this type of zone is going to be occur means that magnitude will be almost above 8. And next one is frequency. In this frequency it is very much highly destructive when they occur. Why? Because we all know that any earthquake that is going to occur means if it is a very huge earthquake that will be causes so much human loss or animal loss also means its magnitude will be 7. But above 7 if it is going to be occur means it is somewhat very huge earthquake only. So when this subduction zone earthquake is going to be occur means that frequency is very much highly destructive. Okay. And what are the impacts of this earthquake means tsunamis. When these earthquakes often occurs means that will be under the water it is going to occur in some areas. And when under the sea or ocean, under the water, these earthquake is going to occur means tsunamis can take place. And next one is seismic hazard. And mainly it can cause severe ground shaking and also ground rupturing that will lead to the damage of the overall infrastructure and also so many huge structures also. Means like some bridges also we can take or some roads and also railways we can take. These are all comes under the seismic hazards. Why? Because if the damage means that is very huge loss to our daily life also. And what are the main example that comes under this subduction zone earthquake means in 2014 this earthquake and tsunami occurred at the time on Indian Ocean. Okay, that is one of the subduction zone. And next one is the 2011 earthquake and tsunami that occurred in Japan. Why? Because in this area at that time magnitude of that earthquake is above 7 only. Means of course we can imagine at how much loss it may carry at that time. Why? Because above 7 means it will be a huge earthquake. So at that time earthquake and tsunami both occurred means there is already so much loss at that time. Means whether it may be human loss or whether it may be for the ecosystem also. Next one is transform fault earthquakes. And mainly what is meant by this transform fault earthquake means this will be occurred along the transform plate boundaries. Means where two tectonic plates that will be passed each other horizontally. Means horizontally these two tectonic plates will be there. And that is called as the transform fault earthquakes. Mainly what are the characteristics of that transform fault earthquakes is already we have studied that in subduction zone its depth will be maybe some places it will be shallow or some places it will be deep also. But in this one, in this transform fault earthquakes, it's having only shallow depth will be there, not deep depth. Shallow depth will be there in this transform fault earthquakes within the crust only. And magnitude is, when compared with the subduction zone, it is somewhat less powerful than the subduction earthquake, and it can still cause very much damage to the earth surface also. When compared with human lives, this one is somewhat better when compared with subduction zone, but it may cause very huge damage to the earth surface also. Next one is frequency. In this one, it will be compared to other types of plate boundaries, means this overall frequency of the transform fault earthquakes we can compare with the other type of the plate boundaries here. Mainly, what are the impact of this one means ground shaking. There will be no loss of any humans or any damage to our ecosystem, but there will be ground shaking on the earth surface will be there. Means a severe shaking. Means that will be close to the fault line here. And next one is surface rupture. Mainly, this surface rupture, it may lead to the visible displacement of the ground surface. Means we can see the ground surface clearly when this earthquake is going to be occur. Next one is, what are the main examples of this transform means. In 1906, an earthquake is occurred in San Francisco. But these type of earthquakes, there will be no so much damage to that one, just a ground shaking will be there. And in 1999 in Turkey, this Izmit earthquake is also occurred at that time. Next one is Rift Valley earthquake. In this one, why these Rift Valley earthquakes are going to occur means, when any tectonic place will be there beside means automatically this earthquake occur at the divergent plate boundaries only. Means what will happen at that time means, these tectonic plates are pulling apart at that time. Means there will be just pulling off that plate. This carries the rift valleys. This, and mainly what are the characteristics of this one means, this one is also going to be occur in the shallow only, not in deep. And in this one, overall, what is the depth of this one means, it is less than 70 kilometers. Means now we can observe the different types of earthquakes. No, we can just tell that subduction zone earthquake is the very huge and also very deep and shallow earthquake when compared in these earthquakes. Okay, and what is the magnitude means, it will be somewhat moderate. Means so much loss will not be there and so much profit will not be there. Why? Because means maybe human loss will not be there, but ground shaking and some of the small buildings that can collapse at that time, there is nothing but the means its magnitude will be almost 4 to 6 like that, and it is mainly moderate and sometimes it may be large also. And what will be the frequency of this means, due to continuous stretching and fracturing of the crust, its frequency can be increases also. There is a frequency of this Rift Valley earthquakes. What is the main impact of this one means, ground deformation. Means there will be deformation of the ground surface with the new formation of new fault lines and also fissures. I think in the last class only I showed you about the where this fault and where these fissures are present on the earth surface also. When this type of Rift Valley earthquake is going to be occurred means, at that time ground deformation will be there, and that ground deformation that may cause the new fault lines and also fissures. Next one is volcanic activity. Means when this earthquake is occurred means, there will be some volcanic eruptions will be there. Means that crust, volcanic thin crust that will allow the magma to reach the earth surface very easily at that time when this Rift Valley earthquake is occurred. What are the main examples of that one is East African Rift Valley with the notable seismic activity. Means in the areas of Kenya, Tanzania and also Ethiopia. In these areas, this type of Rift Valley means in the areas of Africa, that is, in this area, this Rift Valley earthquake is occurred at that time. And next one is mid-Atlantic ridge, where means areas like Iceland, this ridge will be comes just above the sea level also. Coming to the next one means after completion of the tectonic earthquakes in the based on causes classification, next one is volcanic earthquakes. Means due to volcanoes also these earthquakes can occur. Means how these are going to be occurred and what are the main types of these earthquakes you can see here. Mainly they are caused due to the various process that is related to the overall movement of the magma and also volcanic gases that will be present below the earth surface here. What are the main types of this volcanic earthquakes means first one volcanotectonic earthquake and long period earthquake and harmonic tremors and volcanoseismic storms and also explosion earthquake here. See, this one is an example of volcanic earthquakes. When any volcano is occurred means that will releases the magma into the earth surface. At that time when that will flow through the area means very huge area means at a very long distance it can travel, that magma means automatically the traveling distance maybe it may cause the earthquake also. Here you can see when due to the volcanic activity earthquake will be looks like this. Okay. In this one in this volcanic earthquake, first classification is volcanotectonic earthquakes. Mainly how this type of earthquake is going to be occurred means this can be occurred caused by the fracturing of rock due to the movement of magma. Means why? Because when any volcanoes occur means that will be that magma flow will be beneath the earth surface only. When there will be fracturing between the rocks also, these volcanotectonic earthquakes can occur. Mainly in the initial stages of the volcanic activity, there will be intrusion of the magma into the earth crust also. When that magma enters the earth crust means that will automatically create the stress here. That will lead to the rock breakage. Means when this rock breakage means there will be high frequency seismic waves can be developed at that time. Okay. When there will be rock breakage in the beneath of the earth crust means automatically some high frequency seismic waves can be formed at that time that lead to the tectonic earthquakes first. And mainly they often indicates the presence of magma that will be moved towards the earth surface only. We have to do the, if we are going to just mitigate this type of volcanic activities means we have to monitor the volcanoes each means in the some period we have to monitor the volcanoes and some of the means classes means for the where people living nearer to the volcanoes we have to give some tips means some of the lessons how they can protect themselves from these volcanoes also and also earthquakes. Next one is long period earthquake. And what is meant by this long period earthquake means when seismic events that will be occurred within the volcanic regions, mainly some of the in that regions volcanoes can erupt for some days or some weeks also or some months also they can occur. Means some very long period it may take. That's why this type of earthquake it is called as the long period earthquake. Due to its long duration and also low frequency seismic waves. When this type of earthquake is occurred means there will be no huge loss to the earth surface. And mainly this earthquakes is also occurred due to the movement of fluids like magma or some of the volcanic gases that will go into the atmosphere and that will go into the earth surface also. And mainly one of the reasons means some of the isolating nature of these fluids that may create the um, means long period earthquakes also. When this type of earthquakes occurred means this earthquakes can indicate the changes in the pressure and also moment of the magma here. Next one is harmonic tremors, and why it is called as harmonic tremors and what is meant by that means it is nothing but the when any harmonic tremor is present in some region means it is a very strong indicator of the volcanic activity means such as volcanic eruption, and it is making them the most essential component of the volcanic monitoring activities. And this one is this harmonic tremors there will be continuously flowing means magma will be continuously flowing, and seismic signals this can be having no means when this volcanic activities actively erupting means this type of harmonic tremors we can just receive the seismic signals also from this one, and these are characterized, these type of tremors that will be characterized by the sustained and also low frequency seismic waves. It can last up to some days or some minutes also. Okay, when compared with this long period earthquake, this one is so much better. Why? Because this will take only some days or some minutes also. But long period, it may, we can just assume that some weeks it may take or some month it will take also. And when any magma is erupted means it will flow through the very narrow conducts also, and there will be causing of the resonant vibration that will be present nearer to the rocks also. Next one is volcanoseismic swarms, and what is meant by this means it is nothing but the sequences of the numerous small to moderate earthquakes that will be occurred in the very short period. Okay, and mainly how these type of spams that are going to be occurred means this can be caused due to the movement of magma. From that magma, when that magma is flowing, so many fluids or so many volcanic gases that can be, we can see beneath the earth surface here. Due to the repeating action of these movements means this only generates the seismic activity without any single dominant earthquakes. Means huge loss will not be there at that volcanoseismic swarms. But we have to be very careful when any movement of the earth means movement of the earth we can know means like ground shaking. When that occurred means we have to be very careful and we have to protect ourselves when these type of earthquake is going to be occurred. And mainly this seismic swarms this can precede means it can be increased by the volcanic, if volcanic eruptions are heavy means that can be used for the volcanologistic to monitor, and also we can predict the potential eruptive activity also. So we have to just monitor the volcanoes there, and likely only we have to get to know means how these volcanoes can be erupted means when this can be erupted like this we can know. Next one is explosion earthquake. In this explosion earthquake, when any explosives means any explosive gases of the volcanic, when any volcanic is erupted means at that time volcanic gases can be erupted also. Means like explosive it can release into the, these volcanic gases can be released into the air. That is called as the explosion earthquake. See here, this type of earthquake is caused by the explosive release of the volcanic gases or the sudden ejection of the magma here. Means when this volcano is actively means erupting means at that time that will release so many gases into the atmosphere or to the earth surface also. That type of earthquake is called as the explosion earthquake. And mainly these are characterized by the very short duration, and but this one having high frequency seismic waves also, where there will be some violent action between the magma and also external water resources. When any volcanic region will be there, no, nearer that only any ocean or sea present means there will be very huge earthquake that is going to be occurred at that time. Means nearer to this one only volcano will be there and also sea will be there, means huge earthquake is going to be occurred at that time. Why? Because earthquake is going to be occur when under the water also. And again, this due to the volcano that will be magma will be flowing on the beneath the earth surface, no, from that also these earthquakes are going to be occurred, and there will be ground shaking and also acoustic waves can be generated because of this explosive earthquakes also. So we have to monitor this type of earthquakes, and when the volcanoes are erupting means we have to take or monitor the overall that volcanoes. Otherwise, there will be huge loss will be we are going to face. Coming to the third one, in the based on causes, coming to the third one, that is collapse earthquake. Mainly what is meant by this collapse earthquake means it can be occur due to the sudden collapse of the structure within the earth. Means on the earth we are constructing so many heavy infrastructure structures. Means when there will some we have to use the good quality materials when we are constructing the huge buildings also. If quality of the materials is not good means automatically that the structure can collapse. At that time what will happen means due to the collapse of that very huge structure, this earthquake can be occurred. Means such as caves, when we are going to just destruct the caves, or we are doing the mining also, or there will be volcanic eruption also, or any very huge structure that is going to be collapsed also, we can say at that time only these collapse earthquakes can be formed, and these can be often associated with the sinking or falling of the material. Means when this earthquake is going to be occur means there will be movement in the tectonic plates. Means there will be sinking or falling of that material when this type of earthquakes are occurred. In this one we are having 5 types. Coming to the first one, that is volcanic collapse earthquake and mining induced earthquake. Next, natural cavern collapse earthquake and glacier and ice cap collapse earthquake. Last one is reservoir induced seismicity. These are all the different types of collapse earthquakes. And mainly what are the causes, means how these collapse earthquake can cause, means maybe due to the some of the reasons here are volcanic activity. Mainly these collapse earthquake can be caused due to the volcanic eruptions also. Means when any volcanic eruption is erupted means automatically magma will be flowing beneath the earth surface. That will cause the collapse earthquake also. Next one is mining activities. Mining activities nothing but man-made structures only. When these when we are going to just for the construction of any structures, or we are doing mining, or we are doing any tunnel construction, means any for the mining also we have to dig the ground. Maybe some cases at the time of the earthquake can cause, but when there will be destruction of these mines or tunnels means these collapse earthquake can cause. That will lead to the when we are going to remove any material in this tunnel or in the mining action means that will automatically lead to the removal of the material, or that will lead to the seismic activity also. Last one is natural caverns. What is meant by caverns? Caverns means a very huge caves here. When there will be means for our own cause, for our own development only, so many caves they are just destructing that caves also. When they are going to destruct that underground caves also, there will be developing of seismic waves. Means these type of underground caverns we are going to collapse means that will automatically generate the seismic waves here. That will lead to the collapse earthquake. So here are the references book I have followed. You can also see them. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.